Welcome to Reparenting Daily, your free daily guide for inner child healing and repairing the relationship with yourself. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful binaural beats meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you can join us for this journey of self-expansion. If this is your first time, welcome. As a celebration of completing our first full year of Reparenting Daily episodes, I've opened a free membership tier for the Patreon community so that you can access more resources and join weekly Zoom calls for free. I understand there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I know that many people are really struggling. My hope with this is to encourage others to still pick up the work of reparenting and offer a free community where people can come together and do that. I'd also like to thank all of you who've been along on the journey so far. Just as a reminder, this is a free podcast, but you can support the project by purchasing the Reparenting Daily journal, where you can follow us along all year. This 333-page journal gives you extra insight and resources for each week, and it also provides space for you to keep your notes. Another way to support the podcast is to purchase the Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, volumes 1 through 3. This collection organizes famous and obscure fairy tales from around the world into 3 phases of the hero's journey, beginning, middle, and end. And while you might think that fairy tales are for kids, I'd like to challenge you here. These stories contain profound truths and lessons carried down over millennia that we can use to integrate in our reparenting journey. It's a fun way to connect with your inner child. Each volume contains 10 fairy tales. They include an analysis section to help you dive deeper into the message, as well as journal prompts to reflect on the story's meaning for your own life. Lastly, you can also support the podcast by taking a paid Patreon subscription, purchasing the books on the website, or by donating to Buy Me a Coffee. You can find all this information on the supporter section of the website. And so, with these announcements out of the way, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is a poem entitled I Love Being Me by Gemma, Hayton. Just as a reminder, we are in March, and the theme for this month is building self-trust and confidence. We're in week 1, and the theme for this week is understanding the foundations of self-trust. As always, you can find the link in the show notes if you'd like to read the poem on your own. I Love Being Me by Gemma, Hayton. I can't run the fastest. I can't swim the sea. I can't type the quickest. But I love being me. I can't kick a ball or even climb a tree. I can't roll in the grass, but I still love being me. You see, this is my life, as others would see. They don't know what it's like to really be me. So next time I'm about rolling down the street, don't think of me as disabled, but someone cool to meet. I have lots I can teach you. I have loads I can share. You will never gain my wisdom if you just point and stare. So maybe I can't run the fastest. Maybe I can't kick a ball. But it wouldn't change being me. Not for you. Not at all. Thank you. And that's the reading for today. Hey guys, welcome back. This is such a short, quick, and lovely poem, and I really love it because it allows us to see how the author continuously comes back to herself, despite all her perceived limitations. Now, this author is explaining some difficulties or challenges she's had with connecting and being seen and accepted and loving herself because of some physical illness or physical disability, I should say. And although not all the people who are reparenting have physical disabilities, we all do have emotional disabilities, especially if you grew up in a dysfunctional family home. And although our wounds and their consequences might not be visible to everyone, they are noticeable to many. And that consciousness can cause us to shrink, to be afraid of life, to be afraid to love and accept ourselves, because we don't perhaps feel deserving. But this poem reminds us that no matter what your perceived limitations, there is always something that you have to offer. There is something that you can teach, an emotion that you can share, an experience that you can participate in. There are so many ways to add to the lives of others and to simultaneously enjoy the lives that we live. This poem is short, sweet, and to the point, which is one of the reasons why I really like it. But it's also, in its simplicity, very deep. It reminds us how simple it is to tell ourselves that I love being me. Find reasons. It's like finding the silver lining, turning the rain cloud inside out to find the beauty hidden inside. It's important for us to begin to release self-judgment, to increase our self-acceptance this month as we hunt reasons we love being ourselves. Actually think of this as a hunt or a chase or something that you are pursuing in a way that gives you energy and force and a new, refreshing worldview and self-image. These are the most important things that we can do. To come back to ourselves, to love ourselves, and to accept that we love being ourselves. All of the painful things that have happened, all of the pleasurable and funny things that have happened, and everything else in between. Find love in being yourself. If you can't think of those reasons, you might struggle with connection. Because our level of self-acceptance is the ceiling of the acceptance and the respect that we receive from others. That's why it is of the utmost importance this month to come back to this poem, maybe on the 20th day. I'll read it again, and I will see how far you've progressed in being able to define why you love being yourself. Now, as we go into the journal prompts for today, and reflection questions, number 1, what are your favorite things about yourself? What do you love about yourself? The things that you couldn't live without, or live without doing, or seeing, or experiencing. Number 2, what has been the heaviest burden in your journey towards self-love and in your ability to enjoy your life? Are these things truly out of your control? And have you ever done this similar exercises, working through those negative faulty perceptions to create a more empowering perspective that allows you to hold even your most painful moments with love and acceptance? And number 3, what's one consistent action that you will take every week to provide yourself evidence that you love being you? How do you prove to yourself every week? Don't overwhelm yourself, but think of one specific action that you can intentionally focus on every week that proves that you love being you. That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please find a place where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Just take some time to listen to yourself. Next, be sure that you are taking some time to be with your breath, to connect with your body. Don't be disturbed or overwhelmed by your thoughts. Simply allow them to pass. Just observe them. Do not engage with your thoughts. Only be mindful of them passing as if they are drifting down a river. Use this time to connect with yourself. Whatever time of day you are listening to this, Namaste.